My name is Ali Stroud. I'm the Director of Global Conservation Programs at Born for USA. When was CITES begun and why? This year is actually a very symbolic year for CITES. The convention is turning 50. It entered into force in 1975, 50 years ago. It was signed in 1973. And it all started because countries realized they were powerless to tackle international trade and the threat it represents to species. At the national level alone, they had to collaborate with one another to ensure that international trade wasn't detrimental to their national conservation efforts and didn't affect the recovery of threatened species. Next question. What was the first species to receive CITES protection? Well, the first conference of the parties was held in 1976, which is when I was born, so that's quite a long time ago. But the first series of species that were listed were some primate species like lemurs, the polar bear, and then I believe a cackling goose. But what's very important to note is that CITES has evolved over time, of course, and you now have 40,000 species that are listed in the CITES appendices and many more species that should be listed. What are the CITES protection tiers, appendices, and what do they mean? So CITES has a regime that recognizes 3 levels of protection. Appendix 1 protection is the maximum level of protection, is for the most threatened species, the species that are the most threatened by international trade. And in Appendix 1, when a species is in Appendix 1, it cannot be in commercial trade. Commercial international trade is prohibited for this species. Appendix 2 is the appendix under which threatened species can be in commercial trade, but that trade is regulated. That means that you have to prove that trade is not detrimental in order for it to move forward. And Appendix 3 is the annex in which the species are listed when a country needs support from other countries to regulate international trade in that particular species. It requires collaboration of the other countries to monitor the impact that trade is having on that particular species, and that is Appendix 3.